What's up, y'all? Day number 2. Basically, I'm gonna fast forward today because I did a lot of artwork design already. So I'm gonna do some cuts, put the chassis together, kind of cut it all together. So that's why cause I heard some complaints. Said, man, he's taking too long on this artwork. I guess it was some genius from Ohio and some genius from Ohio in a small driver's room. So I want to give props to the genius in Ohio. I forget what his name was. Some dude in OH10, Cincinnati, somewhere like that. All right, let's walk down the station. We'll just run through it real quick. You know, you got some stuff down there. There's a Flex 5000 that sold to number one son, so that is now his rig. These 3 Cobra 2000s right here was all done by 45, direct inject. So anyway, up here, there's an old Drake. I don't run that anymore. That's the scope I use when I'm on, keying down, talking. Apache, first generation. Couple of PCs up here. You know what that is. When I tell y'all we ain't got no skip. And yeah, my antenna's plugged in too. Over here, we got my front end stuff. You know that stuff people say don't work? Yo, that Pro Tools stuff, that software don't work. Can't sound like tubes. Please. And I had a dude got on me about that little thing right there, my little audio interface. I got 3 of them little things, and they said, man, he's supposed to be a musician. So let me take a break and walk into my other room. Those are my interfaces, bruh. Do you really think I'm gonna take these big ass things in there and talk on the CB radio? Let's see what else we got. There's another Apache. That's a 101, what is that? ZD. There's the 102. My two motor mouth modulators. Probably the most copied man in line level audio on the bowl. He won't say it, but I will. Got a couple of Johnsons down there, and I sold a bunch of I sold my Globe King the other day. This one here, so just a, the little 600 volt, 600 watt MOSFET, 648 watt, I forget what they called, but anyway, that's those. This is just bipolar, 50 volt. I use kind of as a little exciter. Not crazy about bipolars at all no more. But anyway, that's a driver. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's some 6LF6s. All right. This is something. All right. Water chiller. Yep, just for testing, of course. Little small line section. Small driver know what that is. You know what that is, don't you, small driver? Hey, black boy. This is my garbage room, man. What do you think? Did I pass your test yet? All right, so let me get out of here. So anyway, today, what we're gonna do, I just messed up some time there, right there in the video, but I had to get that out of the way because they asking me to do it. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm going in the shop, and I did a bunch of the artwork. I did video the artwork, but I'm assuming you guys are sick of looking at that process because it's kind of boring. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fast forward, and I'm gonna just get to cutting and show y'all the Torchmate in action, and then show you how I put these cabinets together. I do not, like I said, I do not have a schematic for every box I do. I literally just make it up as I go. That is kind of stupid, actually, but I don't build them. I don't build these things for sale. I just build them because it's fun. All right, let's get to work. All right, y'all, back again. Still working on the RF deck now. Now I'm moving some of these parts in here. And the first thing I do is I create this little block that kind of represents the tube and where it's gonna go, and I'll slide it around. Basically, I only got 17 inches wide to work with. I can make it as tall as I want to. It's not gonna be a two-piece thing with high voltage running up from under the table and all that. I ain't doing that. It's gonna be an all-in-one cabinet. But the RF deck is what I'm putting together now. So it's got the leads on it. So I got to make the bottom pan a little bit bigger than usual. Usually I go about 4 inches, but these things kind of don't like to bend that short. So I kind of just do a little rough guesstimate right here. You see it's about 4 inches, yep. So you probably want to go longer than 4 inches, so deeper than 4 inches, or taller than 4 inches. But right now, I'm at 4. I'm there for right now, because what I'm working on right now is the top. So we already know that's too close, right? So let's bring this up a couple more inches. That's the first thing we want to do. All right, plate, load. Yeah, I guess we got to start working on this bottom. And this is always a problem with these leads, man. If you don't give it enough room and you start trying to bend this stuff, that can get nasty. So this tube's been sitting a long time. So it's new though, as you can see. That's why I'm so ginger with it, because dude that paid for it is probably watching this. And he might be a little upset with me manhandling this tube. All right, so that's where we're at. We can go up a little higher on these tuners if we need to. Not that it needs it, but if we took them up to 12, oops, not over to 12, but my bad. Up to 10, sorry. If we went up there, that might be slick, because I usually come off the load and I drop down to the deck with coax and then go over to the output relay. By the way, I always give props. Unlike some cats, I don't try to make it look like I ain't had no help. What up to you, big boss, down in Texas? You want to learn about some plasma cutting. Call that bastard, boy, he's sharp. All right, so, and what up, Golan Numbers, the professor, that helped me with a lot of stuff also. See how easy that is? All right, I'm getting ready to cut out the center pan, and then that little thing on the capacitor I was telling you about. I already did a dry run, so you ain't got to watch that old boring stuff. Now, we got a bear running around out here right now. They just put him on a neighborhood thing, so I gotta, because I have to open this door, this garage door, in order to do this. And Lord have mercy, I don't need no bear coming up in here messing with me. But anyway, all right. So I'm going to walk around here and get this stuff all set up. All right. Here we go. Active run. Oh, I zoomed in way too far. Hold up. There we go. Once she touches, you know, you'll start getting fire, and then it'll speed up after that. Torchmate 4400, man. Company that makes it. Well, Lincoln Electric is, I think, own them now. I don't know, but these guys are cool as hell, man. All right. All right. Getting in it now. Gotta watch out if that piece of metal jumps up there. I gotta stop it. See, like that. That's where that 15's gonna sit, baby. What's up with your big boss? Big boss in Texas. You the one who gave me the game on this stuff, brother. I give credit. This is art, baby. Let me holler out to some of those people that put some fat on my head out there. Like I said, big boss on this stuff I'm doing right now. My boy Golden Numbers gave me that Golden Numbers. You remember them circuits you gave me? The input of that Tetrode. You gave me some cool input specs on some techs. Good looking Golden Numbers. My boy Yellow Jacket, of course. We're getting there, man. But the hobby can't survive if you get a bunch of technicians not wanting to say who they get their game from. I gives it up. Talked to Dave made on the radio yesterday, man. That's a legend. That boy was sounding good too. Woo! Real good. See one of them Dave made transmitters. They sound good. Real talk. All right, what are we cutting now? Knocking out a bunch of little holes. Really, I treat these holes like pilot holes. I treat them like pilot holes because basically they're little, because this thing is not going to cut a clean hole when you get that small. So I knock them out as small as I can, like maybe an 1/8 inch or something like that, and then I drill the rest of it out myself, manually, just so the hole is clean. So that's what you see when you see the little tiny, I don't know if anybody else does that, but I do it all the time. Almost time to cut the pie, man. Say what's up to the people in the comment box, man. You know I got love for you, man. I don't mind the comments. Lord knows I don't mind haters. On that note, I want to say hello to my good friend Black Boy. Man, I just be messing with you, dude. Now, Black Boy's a good dude. He used to talk bad about me though, but I got love for him, man. That's my dude. I'll be picking at him. On that note, what's up, All Power? Say what's up to my boy, King of the South. I talked to you out there, boy, yesterday. King of the South, Reverend Dr. 455, I talked to you. And Drop Dog. What's up, Drop Dog in VA? Boy, you were smoking, man. Although you didn't do a good job finding my friends. I was looking for them, you know. My homeboy Painkiller hit me up. He said he had the runs. So he was probably sitting around on the toilet for a few days. So I got his excuse. All right, we're cutting out the outside of the center part of the RF deck. By center part, I mean basically the deck above the bottom, where all the input stuff happens. Yep. Sir. Now I'm cutting out the cap, that little thing that goes on the blocking cap. That's what I'm cutting out now. I figured I might as well get that out the way also. I'm not gonna clean this up tonight because it's late. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock now, so I'm gonna cut this out. Trying to get the camera right on that. There you go. Just putting the holes around the outside where it's going to sit on the capacitor. Yeah. Let me walk over here and get the capacitor while I'm at it. All right, that's it. It's done, son. Smell like hell in here now. All right, y'all. I'm gonna quiet the room down, and then I'm gonna cut to a close-up of this stuff. Okay. Okay, y'all. About to take this stuff, pick it up, and let y'all have a look at it. All right. So this is usually what it comes off looking like. This stuff here just, I ain't got no fingernail, yeah. See, it kind of just picks off, right? And then what I'll do, is after I get all this stuff off on the backside, this is usually when it hits, like when the arc hits one of these metal slats in there, it'll leave that on there, that comes right off. I'll take all this off, clean it up, and then I'll drill these holes out to the correct size, and it'll sit right on top of this capacitor over here. Let me wipe it off a little bit. I won't get no mess all over my capacitor. But I should be able to show you kind of roughly. Should line up perfect. Yep, there it goes. Like I said, ignore the little dross and stuff hanging off of this stuff. It'll be gone. See that? Bingo. All right, so that's going to be, it's going on the blocking cap. Sure, you can have one of them made, Payne. All you got to do is ask, brother. This out of here. All right. Damn. All right, anyway, so this don't look like nothing, does it? But it actually is, because the tube tube's gonna sit right down in here, bolt down right in these holes. That'll be opened up. I gotta open those up to 1/4 inch. I think it's even more than that, maybe. I think it's 1/4 inch. Yep. This is where the big relay goes. Can't see it right now, but that's where it goes. There's a hole right there, hole right somewhere, right there, and a hole right there. So there's 3 of them. All right. This will be the RF deck. Now, what you can't see really is when you come over here. See this? See those 2 holes right there? So let me leave it here for a second. Show you what that is. There you go. Boom. So they'll sit up about right there. I have myself a nice little, I'll use the other hand because I'm holding too many things here. Just like that. Sit up in the air, hold the cap, done. All right. And that is it. Where's the damn, yeah, there we go. Give me one of these old rags. So anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in for this episode of, y'all know that bastard don't be building them boxes. All right, so I'm gonna clean this up, drill it out, and another thing I did add too that I didn't show on video earlier, because I know you probably didn't notice it and said, why do you do that? Well, I'll explain this. All right, so what I do with this stuff, 6061 is hard to bend. And this is 100 thou thick. So bending it is kind of a bitch. It can crack on you, right? So what I do is I add these right here. Not to bend it, but I run angle all the way down this. This is gonna sit in the middle of the box. There'll be an angle running from the top down to the bottom, and I got it to where it's one piece as opposed to breaking it up into 2 pieces. So that's why I added these little notched out corners instead of me trying to cut that out by hand. I'd have been sitting up here 6 months doing that. All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave that piece of metal right there because tomorrow I cut LD Moss stuff out. Whole nother day. But I gotta cut the rest of this out first. I gotta cut out the sides, the top, the bottom, and the face of the RF deck. Now the face of the RF deck, I'm not gonna do a whole chassis and then bolt it up to something. The face will be a rack panel, right? So the whole face of this thing is just gonna be a rack panel, bolted up, boom, done. Ain't got nothing to worry about. All right, so there at TI is, you know who it is, your boy, Prime. Who else? I get shouts out usually, but I didn't give a lot of shouts though. I get shouts to my dude. What's up, Reverend Ike? Where you been, man? Where you been? Prison? You know how you like to get down? Yeah. Did I mention Black Boy? Yeah, I mentioned Black Boy. All right, y'all. I'm just messing with y'all, man. Appreciate y'all looking and checking this stuff out. And I'm taking this on video from root to fruit. And the future owner of this thing, who I'm not going to say his name, he'll tell me whether I can say his name or not. But right now, it's all only he knows. So, all right, you know who it is. Prime Minister. Sometime he does, sometime he don't. Oh, and that other dude, the hands are black. That's the inside joke with everybody in Pal Talk. The hands are black. And I like brown rice.